should be played at high volume. This should be played at high volume. This should be played at high volume.
From Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay, you are plugged into Happy Hour.
What up? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. How's it going, guys? Great to hear. We have so much to get into. We have so many topics on the plate tonight. It's like you're at a buffet and there's all the food in front of you and you grab way too much food at once and you try to figure out, man, how am I going to eat all this food without letting it go to waste? Trust me when I say tonight you will be able to digest all the food. And my show is that food. All right, tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and if you're listening live via the Hoppe Radio app, that's great as well. Chat me there. You can get the app in the Google Play and iOS shop. Watch Hoppe TV via my Periscope and my public Facebook page. I'm not one of those people where I try to hide my Facebook. Like how everybody was so outraged that there was Facebook leaks and people are finding out info about them. You're on a public website. Right or wrong, you're going to get hacked. So, my Facebook is public. I have nothing to hide. Hopefully, you don't read douchey posts I wrote 10 years ago when I was in 9th grade. But besides that, I have nothing to hide. So, if you want to go on there, go ahead. All right. This is being brought to you by Metro PCS Speedy Link. They are the best in town. They will hook you up with a top-notch deal. Trust me, Metro PCS Speedy Link. What I like best about them is they care about each and every one of their people that come in and purchase from them. Their main shop is at 7813 Palm River Road, and that's in Tampa. If you go there and you tell them that I sent you, at Speedy Link Metro PCS 7813 Palm River Road, they will hook you up with a great deal. But if you don't live near that location and you're like, man, I'm sick and tired of these terrible cell phone services I'm signed up for, trust me, there are 21 other locations in the Bay Area from Dade City all the way to Sarasota. So they will always hook you up. I'm a man of my words. I'm not just saying this because I'm friends with them and they're my sponsor. Metro PCS Speedy Link is the best in the Bay. Now, for people that are listening, that used to listen to me on Rover's Morning Glory, Miles, a.k.a. Teen Smasher, made a few sound effects about me. The first one was called Hoppe, and he took the song Happy from Pharrell. He did Cause I'm Hoppe. Well, the second one is Hoppe Hot Topics. So here you go.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
I know that if you live in a foreign country or you live here, I get that you need to make ends meet. I get at times you might need to be a salesman, or you might need to do phone service where you call people and you go, hey, do you want to join this cable company? Or do you want to do this? Like, I don't mind telemarketers. You know what I'm sick and tired of, though? I'm sick and tired of these scumbag leeches, of these imbeciles that will call you with the first 6 numbers of your phone number if you have an iPhone. So my area code's 847. I won't say the rest of the numbers, but every single day I'm getting these spam calls from these people that want to sell me back braces, or they want me to sign up for life insurance. Like, I get that maybe you live in a foreign country, or I get that you didn't graduate high school because you're a loser and a leech, and I get that you have nothing much going for you. So working at these call centers is all you can barely do, and you can barely do it because you have the IQ of a chimpanzee, and that's insulting the chimpanzee. So I get that it's hard for you to get a job, but how do you look yourself in the mirror every day when you get out of the shower and you're putting on your clothes? How do you look yourself in the mirror and you go, I'm waking people up during their naps. Because this phone number, the 847 or whatever area code you have, these spam callers, they will always call you at the worst times of the day. If I'm taking a nap or if I'm lifting at the gym and I got Enter the Sandman going and I'm all pumped up, getting my lift on. Which I'm lying. I haven't been to the gym in 5 days. But what I'm saying is they always call at the most inconvenient times, and I don't feel bad for them. You know what I do? I answer the phone, and I go, mm-hmm. And they go, hello? And I go, mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, do you want a back brace? Mm-hmm. So where can we send that to? Mm-hmm. One time, it literally went on for 2 minutes, and then the girl hung up on me and went, mm-hmm, and it made my life. But the rest of those pussies, if you don't show any interaction, they will hang up within 3 seconds. And I just don't know how you look yourself in the mirror. I don't know how you go, I'm not even selling a product. Like, at least with telemarketers, you're trying to sell cable or something. You're just being a fucking spam piece of shit. I had to get that out there. It's driving me nuts. And didn't they ban a do not call list thing in like 2004? That thing that George Bush was bragging about? I'm not making this into politics. I'm just saying, wasn't there a big deal like 14, 15 years ago where they're like, oh, spam calls to your home phone will go away. Oh, voila. How convenient that is in 2018 that nobody has a home phone anymore. Oh, sick of it. I'm just tired. I'm sick and tired of getting these calls, and it's not even fun anymore. Like, whenever you used to get a call on the phone, it was either your mom, somebody you work with, or a friend, or a family member. Now, whenever I get the phone calls, I literally have to have each person in my phone book with a different ringtone. So then I know that the main one is one of those pieces of shit that is using the do not call. I'm sick of it. And something needs to be done. Something. Trump, Mike Pence, if you're listening to this mediocre podcast at best, that's recorded at my very humbly small apartment in St. Pete, fix the problem. Just saying. Okay. Matt Reese chimes in. I block them, but they call from new numbers. Yeah, that's the thing, is there's endless amount of 847s, or if you're up in Cleveland, it would be 330 or whatever it was. Oh, I'm just sick of it. And it's just like, God damn it. Speaking of iPhones, saw this in the news too. And yeah, this did not surprise me at all. There wasn't a second of this where I saw this headline from the Daily Mail and I was like, oh my God. No way. There wasn't a second that I was reading this article and I went, fake news, totally not true, not plausible. It makes absolute sense. You ready? I am. Do not update your iPhone. Annoyed Apple users are complaining that iOS 11.4 is killing their batteries. Wow. Whoa. What a concept. So, everything in life ends. But the shortest part about our lifetime is how long our smartphones last. So you first get I would say it's basically just for iPhones. I don't know how it is for Android or Google phones. But you get the iPhone, the first 6 to 8 months, it lasts pretty long, you know? And then all of a sudden you update it the first time on accident. And then it slows down a little bit. But then you go, But then if you update it a second to third time, then you're going to need a new phone. I've had my phone for about 18 months now, and I've never updated it once. They can go fuck off. Tim Cook can kiss my ass if he thinks that I'm going to update to 11.4. What's the incentive? A new outline that takes 2 weeks to get used to, everything being slower, and me having to get a new phone? I am barely making a buy. I like having an iPhone, but I'm not going to buy a new one. You guys will take me to the grave until I update my phone. I will only update it if my phone is about to die. I will not fall for that pressure, damn it. I will not be sucked in. You will not get me to do it. But you know, like if a gun was put to my head, I'd be like, okay, 11.4 doesn't sound so bad. But since it's not life or death, it ain't going to happen on my phone, not on my watch, not my Apple Watch. So iOS 11.4 software was released to Apple users 2 weeks ago. users are reportedly having battery issues. Well, because the idea is you get the latest software. And I'm not acting like I'm some tech guru or I know things, because I don't really know much. But the whole idea to me is it can't really work as well on your phone because your phone's kind of getting wear and tear of being used a lot. So the latest software, it says here, drains by 25%. So then you get so annoyed with your phone, and then your phone begins to die that you go, fine, I'll pay $700 for a new phone, or I'll rent it through a company. That's what happens. Apple is genius because they suck us in. I love my Apple phone. I love people that are like, oh, I'm happy with the Android. Are you? It's an average phone. Yeah, Apple's a cult. Yeah, Tim Cook's a piece of crap. Yeah, it's an evil company. But, oh man, do they make good products. They're just corrupt, evil, they take advantage of us. But you can't seriously look at me and go, oh yeah, I love the Google Play Shop so much more than the iOS shop. Oh man, I love how all the apps look on the Google Play phones compared to iOS. So much better. Come on. It's just people that are trying to be edgy and they're like, oh yeah, I'm totally not going for Apple because I want to be unique and different. Nobody has ever gone, oh my God, the iPhone sucks. The iPhone's marvelous, but people either can't afford it, which is fine. But anybody who has ever said, oh my God, I love this other phone more than the iPhone is lying to themselves. I'm just saying. Apple has not yet revealed what is causing the problem or how to fix it. Yet, Apple and Tim Cook and all those scumbags out in, where is it? Silicon Valley. Drew a blank there. Yeah, they're totally going to go, here's how you can have a phone for a longer period of time and not buy our latest phones because their last phones that got released in the fall and winter were like $1,000. And wow, what a concept. A phone is $1,000 and not a lot of people were buying them. Oh, wow. What a concept. Millennials are broke. And then the baby boomers and Gen X are having to take care of their kids that are millennials that are having a hard time finding jobs. Oh, wow. People don't have a lot of money right now, so they're not going to want to pay $1,000 for a phone. Wow, Tim Cook. What a concept. Oh, wow. Just saying. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Get the Hoppe Radio app, and you can get it on your smartphone, whatever you have. All right. Someone chimed in, Fat Shady, I prefer my Samsung. I've had both. Well, that's cool. A lot of times when I rant, I'm not being literal. I'm not literally saying that every person in the world likes the iPhone better than different ones. I'm just saying most people do. It's just slicker. It's easier to use. I've had both. But when you get worked up in rants and you're saying your opinion and you're saying how you feel, a lot of times you get worked up. I'm not being literal where I'm like, every single person on this planet prefers iPhone over Samsung because then nobody would be using Samsung. I'm just saying that I think most people like the iPhone and they're just in denial because they can't afford it or they want to be edgy and different. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Let me know what you think. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Do not touch that computer mouse, that tablet, however the hell you are listening to my show known as Hoppe Hour. What's up, Lewis?
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
What's up? This is Ryan Hoppe, host of the two-time award-winning Hoppe Hour podcast, and I am proud to announce about my new sponsor here in the Tampa Bay area, Speedy Link, the best Metro PCS dealer in all of the Bay Area. They have 22 locations covering this great Bay Area from Dade City all the way to Sarasota. Maybe you're sick and tired of your current cell phone dealer and you're just thinking, man, I really want to switch to Metro PCS. If you go there to their main store at 7813 Palm River Road, and that's in Tampa, and you tell them that Ryan Hoppe sent you and that you're a listener of Hoppe Hour, they will hook you up with a great deal. What are you waiting for? Give them a call now at 813-626-0297. That's 813-626-0297 and visit them at 7813 Palm River Road in Tampa. Tell them I sent you.
From Chicago to Cleveland to Tampa Bay, you are plugged into Happy Hour.
All right, welcome back. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Get the Hoppe Radio app. Blah. This is being brought to you by Metro PCS Speedy Link, 7813 Palm River Road, and that's in Tampa. If you go there and tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up with a great deal. Not just a great deal, not just an okay deal, not just mediocre. They will hook you up with the best deal in the Bay. Trust me, I'm a man of my words. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't be just saying this. They are the best. All right, I saw this. This is news that only would come from Utah. This wouldn't be anywhere else, especially Salt Lake City, where they get turned up until 9 p.m. and then they go to bed and have sex with their multiple wives. All right. It's no longer a crime in Utah to let your kids play outside alone. Okay. This is from Fox13now.com. Governor Gary Herbert signed Bill 65 into law, dubbed the Free-Range Kid Bill. Senator Lincoln Fillmore modified the neglect law to remove the threat of prosecution. Man, I would love to meet the person that's like, you know what? It's child neglect to let your kid play outside. You know what? You're an awful parent. You're going to have charges against you. You're going to be in a lot of trouble. No. Am I a parent? No. Am I in a relationship? No. So I really can't say with any certainty what it's like to have a kid or what it's like to take care of another person. But I do think that you kind of need to let the kid be outside and learn how to be on their own. But with all the issues of pedophiles and weirdos, especially if you live in Utah, where it seems like everyone's weird, I get that they're trying to keep the kids safe. I get they're trying to prevent the kids from getting kidnapped. I get that they're just trying to help out the kids. But at the same time, this whole idea that in 2018, the bill finally got passed for free-range kids. I mean, God, I wonder if kids that are born in Utah, and this is not a dig at Mormonism. It might sound like one. It kind of is. It kind of isn't. It's how you can interpret it. I can't imagine being born in Utah and thinking, man, we have it pretty crappy here. Think about it. Do they live in the U.S.? Yeah. But it just seems like everything is so limited there. I wonder if they look at TV shows like they watch, let's say, Gossip Girl back in the day, or they watch 2.5 Men, and they see people being promiscuous, and they see people having sex, and they go, oh man, we don't get to do that here. Or they watch Jersey Shore, or any of these shows, and they go, man, we have it so boring here in Salt Lake City. I just often wonder if kids that are in that type of trapped area like Utah often wonder, man, we have it pretty good. We have 3 moms and a dad that loves us, but I'd rather live in Illinois and be out till 2 in the morning. I'm just saying, you have to wonder what the kids are thinking. Man, I cannot imagine having more than one wife. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be a polygamist. I mean, when you have one girl, you have to deal with their egos. You have to deal with their mood. You have to deal with, are you in a good mood? Do you want to go out to eat? Blah, 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 blah. Can you imagine if you had 2 to 3 to 4 and you have to mix it all together? Every guy goes, oh my God, I bet Mormons are having the kinkiest sex. No, they're probably not. I'm not saying that having 4 to 3 wives wouldn't work. I'm just saying I don't think it's as ideal. Because what if the one girl is on the period and she's jealous that the other 3 are getting laid? Or what if all 4 begin to hate each other and then they go, oh, you give him better oral sex than me? Or why is he giving you more attention? Why are you cooking better than me? I just feel like it would be the biggest competition. I feel like it wouldn't be fun. I feel like it would really run its course real fast. There's nothing out of it. Chimed in. Diana. I have an uncle that was Mormon and they didn't watch TV. See, that's not healthy. Not saying you gotta watch all the smut that's on TV, but any of these conservative people that let religion run their life and that don't do things that normal people do because they want to be different and conservative and not edgy, those are the people you gotta watch out for. I'm not saying your uncle is somebody we have to watch out for, but people that do that often creep me out. She also said the kids hated it. I didn't have TV. Okay, so from like 1993 to like maybe 1999 or 2000, my parents somehow were taking cable from our next door neighbor. And my mom was a nurse, so she would work overnight or something, and then she would watch a lot of like HBO during the day. And she felt like she was watching too much TV, so they cut the cord literally probably in the year 2000, because I didn't see any of 9/11. So the first coverage, think about this. I didn't have TV at all during 9/11. All we had was a TV, and you'd go to the library or you'd go to any of the local video rental places and get DVDs. When I heard about 9/11, because I didn't have TV, the only thing I saw of it until 2006 was some of the clips that were on those movies that came to DVD or pictures in the newspaper. You know what was weird was the first time I ever saw full coverage of 9/11. Because you have to remember, this is before YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. This is before any type of internet where you could watch long videos. I mean, really think about what it was like in 2001 to 06. You were lucky if you could find a website that had a QuickTime video that would play a 2-minute clip. So there was nothing online about 9/11 besides the pics. If you went to AskJeeves.com or Google, the first time I saw 9/11 coverage, the CNN live video on YouTube, like in 2006, I began like crying in the library, and my friend's like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "This 9/11's really sad." And he's like, "Bro, that was 5 years ago." And it was really funny. I was really behind with the times. I wasn't really keeping up with the Joneses, so I'll never forget. I went home and I was really sad about 9/11. And this is probably 2005, 2006. Oh man, did I have a weird time growing up. And I am no different now, so you really can't say that it's any different. All right. See who's watching this. Trevor, Diana, Robert, Mario, Brian, Blake, Dan, Tim. I appreciate you guys watching. All right. I'm not going to even try to pronounce the name XXXTentacion or XXXTentacion, the rapper that got killed. I have a few thoughts on it. I'm not going to even read the article. This is all I have to say. Number one. Any of you Gen Xers that are either making jokes about it or saying that the world is better off, don't act like Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac and Run DMC and NWA were such class acts. Because this rapper that died was kind of a woman beater. He was kind of a bad person. And I see these comments online, "Oh, the world's better off," or "Oh, he was a bad role model for kids." Yeah. Because Eazy-E was such a good guy in the 90s, man. Ice Cube. Oh, yeah, totally a guy you'd want to hang out with. A guy that totally wouldn't beat you up. Oh, yeah, Dr. Dre. Definitely not a wife beater. They kind of left it out of the movie on accident. No, they didn't. Or, let's see, 50 Cent got shot 7 times. What I hate is I hate when older generations rip into the latest things. Like, do I think that rapper that died is any good? Horrendous. Awful. Do I think he had talent at what he did? Yes. What drives me nuts, though, is everybody ripping into him, everybody saying we're better off, and acting like the past generations didn't have their bad people. Frank Sinatra was known for hanging out with the mafia. I'm sure he probably got people hit. I'm just saying every generation has its bad people. Matt chimed in. Who's the guy that died? I don't even want to say it. XXXTentacion or whatever. What an awful name for a rapper, too. Remember when it was easier? Lil Bow Wow, Lil Wayne, Eazy-E. Got all these long names. Matt said, 50 got shot 9 times. I know. That's what I was just saying. Did I say 7? Oops, I got the 2 shots wrong. My bad. Here's the other thing that is driving me absolutely nuts about this rapper that died. So I was listening to the radio today with my second job. When I go door to door canvassing, when I get into a car and I drive to a new neighborhood, I listen to different talk shows. And I was listening to Kid Chris out of Cincinnati on WEBN. I was listening to his podcast. And he took a call from a guy who said that this is a big conspiracy and that the rapper's not really dead and that this is for a CD release party. And I went, oh, dear God. I went, is he going to be the less famous new version of Tupac, Elvis, or Biggie where all kids my age in 20 years are going to be like, oh, Triple X isn't dead? We're just waiting for the 9th CD to come out. I mean, oh my God. I hate that too, is whenever a famous person dies, you can't just admit that they're going to go into the ground and be worm meat. You always have to find some way and somehow that, no, they're just hiding off. Matt chimed in. I was talking to Busy Bone. He said it was a sad day in hip-hop. I have no idea what that means, but I would like to think that whatever you said helps contribute to the conversation. Also in the news here, everyone's favorite YouTube punker, everyone's favorite douchebag, known as Logan Paul, had to get an order against a home intruder. Now, do I like Logan Paul? No. Do I think he's talented? He's good at what he does, but just because he's good at what he does doesn't mean that he's good at what he does, if that makes sense. Like, you can be an amazing nose picker, but does that mean you're talented? No. That makes sense. Get it? Got it. Good. Logan Paul files order against home intruder. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, the guy that would not leave him alone, Spite, continued to show up at his door. Can you imagine how freaky that was? If you have this guy come to your door, like it says here, and says he is the Antichrist Lucifer, like, I can't handle Logan Paul. It's not even jealousy that he's worth a lot of money and I'm sitting here doing okay doing this podcast. Well, it's a little bit of that. But at the same time, he just rubs me the wrong way. But can you imagine having a fan that's that obsessive? The only time I've ever had anything close to it was when I first joined Rover's show in Cleveland. I left my location on my tweet, and I tweeted out, who wants to go to the bars? It was like my first weekend in Lakewood, and I think it was like the Commodore Apartments or whatever. So a bunch of people were tweeting at me, just go to Around the Corner or go to Harry Buffalo and you can just walk home drunk. And I remember thinking, crap. And I remember Doogie called me and she's like, take off your location now. So then everybody on Reddit, on Rover's Morning Glory's Reddit page, knew where I lived, and that was great. But people knowing me in Cleveland was about 1/1000th of how well known Logan Paul is. I'm just saying, I can kind of feel how he's feeling, where when people know where you live, it's kind of freaky. So here's what happened. The man broke into Logan Paul's house and he found him sleeping on his couch and charging his phone. If you might as well break into a house and not be there, you might as well use the, electricity to plug in your phone and charge it. And he says that this guy continues to annoy Logan Paul at public events and in public. Man, like I said, say what you want about Logan Paul, but that sucks. All right. I want to come back and talk about much more after this. Hang on.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
What's up, guys? It's Ryan Hoppe from Happy Hour, and I am proud to tell you guys about my partnership with Malectronic. They give you Bluetooth audio devices with an enhanced sound so you can jam out to your favorite songs anywhere. You can use the speakers from such devices as your phone, your computer, or any Bluetooth-capable device. You can also use it as a hands-free speaker in your car to take calls. It's that easy, I tell you. It's very portable, and you can bring them anywhere with its long sessions, which can give you up to 20 hours of non-stop power with a Bluetooth range of 30 to 50 feet. Now, if you go to malectronic.com and at checkout use keyword Hoppe, you can save 20%. That's malectronic.com, and at checkout use the keyword Hoppe, that is MALEKTRONIC.com. Electronic. Sounds perfect.
Ryan Hoppe. Ryan Hoppe. Ryan Hoppe.
All right, welcome back to Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Tweeted me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. My dude Alex messaged me. Yo, Hoppe, let's chill this weekend. I'm down, dude. Everyone should check out his karaoke and his trivia night that he does at O'Matty's Bar and Grill in Gulfport. Had a lot of fun. That was that drunken video you saw of me in my tank top singing It's Gonna Be Me. It was at O'Matty's Bar and Grill. The best around. All right, we have so much to get into. We have so many topics. Somebody messaged me. Okay. Someone messaged me. You seem like you're in a better place than when you were on Rover's Morning Glory getting drunk every weekend. Matt said that. I think it wasn't meant to be. Rover's a very talented guy. He's killing it in all the markets he's in. But at the same time, I think if I were to join the show now, I'd be able to take the punches. And the problem is, I was trying to keep up with how much they drink. And that's not even a dig at them. They just know how to hold their booze more. So I was getting so drunk that I literally don't remember about any of the weekends. So I respect them. I like what they do in radio. I used to listen to it. I've listened to a little bit of it recently, but I'm just saying, okay, you get the point. You listen to Howard and you hear why he's the greatest of all time and why nobody will ever be like Howard. I'm just saying, that's my influence now. All right. I see this here. This is from WLOX.com. Woman blames windy day for cocaine being in her purse. Oh, geez. This is from Fort Pierce, Florida, keeping it classy. When Florida police made a traffic move, the driver told them she didn't know anything about the cocaine they found in her purse, and it must have just flown in the window. Things just fly. There's a ton of muscleheads in Soho right now getting drunk on a weeknight at McDinnon's, and they're just wishing somehow in some way a baggie of nose candy would just fly their way, honey. Kenesha Posey, 26, was one of the two passengers in a car that was swerving on the highway. They smelled marijuana, and when they searched the car, they found the coke and separate bags inside a purse on her lap. Now, let's say the cocaine just flies towards you, and you don't want it there. Maybe pull to the side of the road, if this happened, and then throw it out and pretend it never came towards you. If this really happened and you're so against drugs, wouldn't you want to get rid of the evidence? I didn't know anything about the coke. It's a windy day. It must have just flown through the window and into my purse. Oh, my God. I respect the fact that she just came up with that comeback, but she should have just been like, yeah, it's my nose candy. Yeah, I wanted to have fun. Sorry about that. But no, you got to have such a lie that if my little cousin said that, that'd be so unbelievable. But for a 26-year-old, get the hell out of here. All right, there is this segment that we used to do back on the Hoppe and Super Rich overnight talk show I did in Chicago. It's called Classy News of the Day.
It's time for Classy News of the Day with Hoppe and Super Rich.
So we're going to bring it back. You hear that classy music in the background, that classical music. It's because the news I'm about to tell you about isn't classy. Get what I did there? All right. Here's what it says here. This is some great news. This is news that you're going to be so dumbfounded by. You're going to be like, it would only be reported on Classy News of the Day on Hoppe Hour. You're not going to see this on Fox News or MSNBC. This is from KTSP.com, ABC Eyewitness News in Plymouth. A 58-year-old Plymouth man is charged with endangering a child after authorities say he was drinking before picking up a 3-year-old at a daycare in April. Now, by no means, listen to what I'm saying. Let me explain it. By no means do I ever condone drinking and driving. And I don't even think parents should be drinking around their kid. But if you're an idiot who drinks and drives, and you're an idiot that drinks around your kid, you're kind of asking to get caught if you're driving drunk to a daycare, especially in 2018, where we're taking care of kids and we're making sure everybody's safe. You have to know that you're going to get caught. You must be a raging alcoholic. You must not be that smart of a guy if you think, number one, it's smart to drink and drive. And number two, let me go pick up my 3-year-old at a daycare while slurring words. Nothing's going to happen to me. All right. The criminal complaint alleges Plymouth cops received a report from an official at a daycare on April 6th. That official said that he had arrived to pick up the boy and he reportedly had been drinking an open container of wine. Police immediately thereafter saw what he was doing. They arrived and they were able to follow his car, eventually pulling him over. While they pulled him over, police allegedly reported that they could see him moving his arms into what was an attempt to hide it in the back seat. But it's going to be an open container. It's going to be an open container. So what he should have done was just feel like I'm helping him get away with a DUI. But if you're going to do that, why don't you just pour it out in the front seat so that it's empty? I mean, I'm glad he got caught. I hope his kid gets taken away from him because he's a drunken loser, but he must have been so drunk that he's not thinking that they're not going to just see your arm go to the back of your seat, dummy. The child was also allegedly in the front passenger seat. And while a factory bell was reportedly latched, the complaint claims he was not safely secured in the seat. What a surprise. A father who's drinking wine while driving and picking up his kid. The kid wouldn't be properly put into his seatbelt. Oh, wow. What an idea. What a concept. He just told the cops that he just had a couple glasses of wine and that he drank about 3 glasses or 1 bottle of wine. So he wasn't sure. So he was mixing up his words. Here's where he's an idiot. I feel like in this rant, I've kind of given ideas on how to get away with a DUI. I'm glad he got caught, but I don't know why he submitted to a breathalyzer that measured 0.088. Wow. What a dummy. Hope his kid gets taken from him. I hope he has to go to years of therapy to hopefully get the kid back. Because by no means should you have a kid if that's what's going on. I'm just saying. Man, it is frightening to think that things like that happen in this world and that parents like that can be just as dumb. It makes me wonder if I ever want to be a parent, if I ever want to have kids. You know, it's a lot of work. I'm not saying I don't want to have kids because I want to drink and drive, because I've never driven drunk, and I never will. But I'm just saying it's a lot of responsibility, and it seems like people just pop out kids without any idea of what they are doing, without any idea that it takes a lot of work, and you have to change your life, and you have to change the way you do things. Everybody is so selfish, and all they care about is themselves in 2018. All right. Here's the deal. Happy hour is about to end. I want to go to the gym. I want to get my workout on. I want to get pumped up. I want to get back into shape. But here's the deal. You can always listen to the show via the Hoppe Radio app. There is never a time you should be missing out on Hoppe Hour. So get the Hoppe Radio app in the Google Play and iOS shop by searching up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio. Also, tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, at Ryan Hoppe Radio on Gram. Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com. RyanHoppeRadio.com. I edited my website and chopped it a lot down, so check it out. Be honest with me. Let me know what you think. Add me on Facebook. I'll probably add you as a friend. Just message me and say you heard the show, and I'll add you. Ryan Hoppe on Facebook. My Facebook fan page is Hoppe Hour. This show has been brought to you by Speedy Link Metro PCS. at 7813 Palm River Road in Tampa. If you go there and tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up with a great deal. Abraham is the man with over 22 locations from Dade City all the way to Sarasota. Go there and tell them that I sent you for a great deal. I see that my dude who is crushing it in radio, my dude who is going to be the next big name. Forget about me. I'll be mediocre throughout life. My dude, Randy Chavez, who got to hang out with Johnny Knoxville and works for the top-rated Woody Show, is checking in. Everybody needs to check him out on Twitter at Randman, AANDMAN. I feel like I said the Twitter name wrong, but I gave you a plug. I appreciate you being a friend. I appreciate you watching. Blah. All right, here's the deal. Happy hour is about to end. I appreciate you watching and spread the word. Bye.
Happy hour. Happy hour.